Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Gavra Racing for round number 4 here in the Super League. As we're going to be here kicking off, I believe Q1 or short qualifier, but I believe so it is. At the moment it's going to be short qualifying, so today I'm joined by nobody, unfortunately, but we've got some drivers here on mediums, interestingly, so maybe the drivers are looking to go for a strategy. So to anybody who is wondering what is the strategy, probably for Canada is probably going to be around maybe a soft to medium, around like you put a soft around hello to Gavra Racing, so one view at the moment, but the notifications have come out for that we are live, but yeah, but there are people joining up, so hello everybody, welcome to the stream. So at the moment we've got Attinger who's on a lap at the moment. Let's see what can he do in the Mercedes. Let's see what can a Finnish driver do. We're doing short qual. Oh, okay, thank you. So yeah, as you can see now, Atim is just, oh, that's someone spinning. That's Volanic, just at the exit of, I believe, turn 7. Pretty sure, but the notification has just come, so let's see what can Attinger do now through the back straight. And now he's gonna turn on that DRS, and the ERS is going to be depleting because of that hot lap, and also spot that team viewer support logo because of the update of sponsors. But now he's going to cross the line. What's the time? It's a 1:09.8, so that's not a bad time, as James Rule joins the lobby. So yeah, so Attinger at the moment with a 1:09.8, so that looks a pretty good time. Let's see what can anyone else do. Volanic obviously 16 seconds following his spin, so let's see what can Volanic do here, as that star kick of jumping up to P2, 1 second adrift from the Finnish driver. Let's see what can Star Kicker do at the end, as Nabal Sick goes P2 in the white ball. So let's see what can Nabal Sick do, but at the moment, as MC Coeli tucks in 5/10 and about 1/10 short of Nabal Sick, who's on the soft, and MC Coeli is at the moment on the medium compound tyre, who's looking to start on those unless he has to. But just got a quick reminder, it's short qualifying and it's not raining. It is not going to be raining, as someone's making a big jump. That is Wiggly Style, who I believe has just done a good lap. Centuri 5 seconds behind, so he must have done a mistake somewhere in his hot lap. But let's see what can F1 lover do, the British driver. Let's see what can he do in the Aston Martin. Is close, his teammate is close behind him, so both of them are going to be looking to complete laps on the medium compound of tyre. So now he's going to be blazing on the straight now. Let's see what can he do now through the final chicane of turns 13 and 14. And now very easy to invalidate here, does that nicely. Nabal Sick goes fastest by about 10th, as he's done 2 runs. F1 lover goes 5th fastest. What can Pope do? 2/10 adrift and gets ahead of Wiggly Style, and his P3 at the moment, as Pope goes a bit on the grass, strangely, so something's happened. There's Nabal Sick is going very slowly, so a lot of traffic going into turns 3 and 4 here. So as now that's been cleared, so dry it's going to be for qualifying and the race. So no wet action here in the Super League here in Montreal. So let's see how the drivers will cope for the dry pace. But at the moment it's Nabal Sick in the red ball, or white ball if you should say, of course, because of obviously they want a delivery tribute to Honda, as they're going to be soon ending their engine sponsorship, if I'm not mistaken. So Nabal Sick is going to be now staying on pole position, unless somebody like James Rules just joined. I need Alfa Romeo. Bonivo has done a lap. Piero has done a lap on his mediums, but at the moment he has not done a valid lap. So maybe he's invalidated his lap. Let someone spin at the exit of turn 10 and the hairpin. that is Mr. Centuri Piranha, as he spun, I believe his first race in the Super League, replacing someone, I'm not sure who, but yeah, he's gonna be looking to drive probably his first time without traction control, because remember the Super League has no assist completely, as Toussaint actually is 8th, so Toussaint I believe has jumped, but at the moment there's not a lot of track activity, but Volanik is now on his outlap. As speaking of as now Attenborough has gone out on the circuit to try and complete a lap. So we're going to go on board with him very shortly for a lap around Montreal circuit, as now everyone is going out of the garage, same as Attenborough's teammate Toussaint, who is now on the track, as now he's going to be looking to maybe go it slightly faster, as just spotting that nice helmet of him, as I believe, as Attenborough, I believe something's happened, I'm not sure, but at the moment Attenborough is going to now prepare his lap here. So here comes Attenborough for the start of his second run here in qualifying. Now he's going to finish his out, so I want to get a good exit, try not to invalidate, because you have your next lap invalidated. So it's now through the final corner, you want to take a wide line here, carry as much speed, now into turn 1, brake when the concrete starts, use all the curb, and now into here, just get that rotation correct, and now free exit, very difficult traction zone, now into turn then 3 and 4, just very quick, just got to be so good on the car and not make sure and invalidate. Now through turn 5 he's 4/10 up, so he's done a very good first sector, 19.2 for the Finnish driver. Now at the exit of 6 he's done a really good exit out of there, so now with DRS open, now into very quick turn 7, 5th gear for him, and now use all the exit curb and the inside for just get the best exit. Now 5/10 up, so he's gone 1/10 faster compared to his last time he improved. Good evening to Daza. So Attenborough now looking to go to the line here very soon, so now DRS open, good exit from 10, so now to 12 and 13 of the 14. Oh, as he gets a bit of a big oversteer as he actually invalidated his lap, as our star kicker's retired. It's been a crash, so on board the F1 lover some things must have happened, as let's see. So star kicker, oh, he's hit the wall, that's a big crash, that's quite a big whack in the wall there at the exit of turn 4 at the entry of 5, so that's a very interesting spot. There's Piero's just invalidated, so yeah, there's going to be we'll see a lot of drivers taking that corner too wide and cutting the track and resulting in validation or track limit warners. And let's see, so Jutsi Kev at the moment in the Mick Schumacher helmet, as I believe he's just joined. So let's see what can Jutsi Kev do in the Haas car. Let's see, what can he do? That's another spun, I believe that's Piero, yes, and that's not, that is Tajiri at the exit of turn, that's turn 2. So yes, Tajiri having a big moment at the exit there. He sees that someone is doing a lap, I believe that's F1 lover. Oh, that's a Wiggly style, no front wing. He's at the wall, I think, at the Wall of Champions, as the Swedish driver has had a big whack at the wall, and he's going to do now a whole lap. If you Wiggly style around Montreal, it's just going to be so difficult to do that, because it's just so much understeer you just get. But yeah, I'm really unfortunate for Wiggly Studs. He nearly hits the wall because he's just trying to get as much space. So Nabel's sick, who's on the lap at the moment. Let's see what can he do now. So DRS open for the Red Bull driver now into turns 8 I get confused with this corner, but as he does that nicely, although he gets a bit too wide, nearly clips the wall there. So just pure commitment. He's 17 milliseconds or thousandths of a second behind his personal best time at the moment. So let's see what can he know. DRS opens now. If you're Nabel sick, you want to give it absolutely everything for your final corner, but it's just hard to get that final 2 corners correct. So now through the final corner, he's done that pretty nicely. Not a bad mistake, as there's a piece of debris that Nabel sick has hit as he improves by a 10th. But not enough, as actually surprisingly MC Kouili is actually put on pole position at the moment. Nabelsik 300ths down on so at the moment looking pretty close. So let's see, but Pierre at the moment are about to start a lap, and the Frenchman gonna look to try and improve and maybe try and claw back 3 or 4 tenths. But between 7th to 9th, it's about 400ths of a second, but looks pretty close. But yes, close at the top. Yeah, it's pretty close. But yeah, so everyone's now going to be looking to go for an outlap. Volanik is going for an outlap here. So yeah, drivers are going to be looking to go for their final ones or penultimate if they're going to do a 2-1 run. So talking about tyre wear around this track, it's kind of a medium. I'll say a solid medium, and I can definitely say that probably a 1-stop is the way to go. Soft to hard, soft to medium. I'm not really sure the strategy because I've not raced here a lot, so or raced generally off commentator, but well, Volanik is about to start his laps. Let's see what can Volanik do at the but at the moment he could try and get a lot of time here. So let's see what can Volanik do. So now let's see what can he do in the Williams. So now taking a wide line as always. Now brake obviously at that concrete on the right hand side now, just getting as much rotation as possible. Locks up there, it's quite common there. Get a great exit here, and now into turns 3 and 4. Make sure you don't cut a lot the inside, as he does not do that. Uses the curb nicely now, and now that's a clean exit as he's about 1/10 up just. So that's a pretty good first sector for Volanik at the moment. So now through as Piero actually improves to 3rd faster, so fantastic from Piero. So at the moment he's looking even closer, but can Volanik try and do something about it in the Williams? And now into turn 10, the hairpin, and now it's just very easy to lock up and pretty difficult for traction, especially in rain. So now into turn 11, now it's just very so tick to the right, and now it's going to be turn 13 and 14 following for Volanik at the moment. So now through the final couple of corners, now 13-14 nicely done, as now Volanik is going to improve by 3/10. That's going to be P5 still, but he's he's actually moved up actually, as he overtakes Pope 2 Saints on the timing screens. But it's 2 minutes to the end of qualifying. Pierre is invalidated, but anyone else do a lap. So Jutsikev looking to do a lap, as now he's got to take a very wide line there to let JMB Cyril by, who's invalidated his lap. So yeah, invalidation is very easy to invalidate around this circuit, and very common, and it's pretty difficult to not get a penalty at times unless you're absolutely careful on the car. But let's see what could Jutsikev do. Premier Series race winner last night yesterday. Let's see what can he do at this lap. So into turn 1, brake at that concrete, and I've just said a lot of times, get that extra rotation, as now through the exit, pretty good traction there. As now let's see, so was that someone slowing very excessive? That's Bon Evil, so just letting everybody pass. It's a lot of traffic as he's nearly hampered JMB's real pretty close there, pretty close, too close for comfort there for Bon Evil. So let's see what can he do now. He's on the medium, so as his teammates now as well on out laps. So everyone looking to go on out laps, and they're looking to try and improve their laps. But let's see what can Atom do here in the Mercedes, but he's unfortunately invalidated. So as now through turn 10 exits, now turn 11 I should say, Mr. Jutsi Kev, or APSR Kev if you wish, but now through 13 and 14, no, sure not invalidated. He got that exit quite nicely. Now let's see, it's gonna be a 10.3. That is not a good lap, and that's gonna put him in 10th as it stands, unless Century Make does a good lap. He's invalidated. JB through the final corner now for the British driver. Now let's see what can he do. He's done 27.1, which is not a good time, and 17 seconds off the pace. Bon Evil, let's see what can he do in the Alpine. Now through the first at 19.9 is Bon Evil's first sector. Now through the very twisty-turvy turn 6 and 7. Now got that exit quite nicely, and now the DRS now into turn number 8 as he actually, as he crosses the track, cuts the track, and goes a bit wide there, a bit too deep, as Bon Evil is going to still complete first time to Churi race this track. Also, it's the first time for Churi to race around Canada, so maybe he has not done a lot of practice, maybe, but he's invalidated. So Bonnie, let's see, through the final corner he goes. Is he invalidated? Took a bit too much curve, which led to the invalidation to Saints. Now through the final corner goes the Cambodian driver. Let's see as he backs off because he does not want to start on those soft tyres. He's going to start obviously on those medium compound of tyres, so P8 for him as F1 Lover goes fastest with a 1 minute 9.3. That's a fantastic lap. Let's see from Piero. He's got no front wing as Atim Gun, so it is going to be pole position unless his teammate spoils the party. Going full beans out of that final corner. He's given everything, but he slows down to get on those mediums, so it's gonna be Mr. F1 Lover here in the Super League for pole position, his first one in his career in Gavra Racing, I think, as now that's a great lap from F1 Lover. Yeah, that's a surprise. Yeah, F1 Lover did do a pretty good start of the season, but not with podiums wise or any race wins. But that's a great lap from F1 Lover, who jumps to P1 to take pole position about 1.5 tenths clear of his closest rival. So great lap there from F1 Lover, made it work. So this is your standings for the race here in Canada. So F1 Lover takes pole position after a very close MC Coelian Nabo, who's about 300ths separate between the both of them. Piero 4th, Atomgun 5th, Volanik 6th, Pope 7th, Wiggly Style with 8th, and as well Pope and Toussaint start on those medium compound tyres, and will be starting P7 and P9 respectively. APSR Kev, not a good result for him, but anything can happen. So as Centuri's P12, and then Bonnie starts at the back of the grid. So that's going to conclude qualifying. Now we're going to head into the race. So it's going to be sunny. So let's see what can the drivers do. But it's sunny, as you see here around Canada. So 14 drivers here, unfortunately, not 20. Hopefully we'll try and get to that. But yeah, so sunny spells around Circuit de Gilles Villeneuve as we're going to be now starting. But obviously we've got that formation lap. So unlucky there's us no rain. Yeah, so yeah, you won't be flying. This may be the first dry race. I'm not entirely sure. For Canada, previous years it rained for the race, and then Jutsikev absolutely fly about 20-second margin to his closest competitor, Holland, I think it was Holland, I'm not sure, who got it, but Academy didn't race, I believe. Yeah, give it time. So, yeah, definitely. So let's see what can Tenturi do in his first race here in Canada and in for the Super League. So, there's no rain. Good evening to Robert Codfather. Good to see you. So, yeah, congratulations obviously for that 5th position in the French Grand Prix. Pope instantly gets contact with Atim. And is disqualified from the session. Now they will have pretty cold tyres here, so which will not help both of them at the start. But now the driver's going to be warming up the tyres, and here are the tyres and all the other data. So so Bon Evil starting the hards. Bon Evil starting the hards. Here's the predicted spit stop strategy. So soft, medium, soft, medium, which I do see a possibility unless it's just rain. So you go soft, internet, medium, whatever, like that. But so no rain expected at all for this race. So it's going to be dry throughout the race. But Bon Evil starting interestingly on his hard tyres. Let's see what can he do. So maybe. He's going to try and do the hard to soft, so he's going to try around 25 laps, maybe 22 laps, or 23. Here, so we're going to be ending the formation lap, and F1 Lover's going to take first position on the grid. MC really close as well. So let's see, what can this man, Mr. Tenturi, do, as well as JB Cyril. I believe they've both never raced in the Super League. So let's see what will happen now. So race countdown, very close now. So obviously the race yesterday in Premier Series wasn't that chaotic of a start. Let's see, will that be in the not in the Premier Series, the Super League. So now the lights are going to be coming down. There's now F1, as now the grid absolutely glitches, but now the throttle, the revs rise, the engines roar. As F1 Love gets a drive-through penalty for jump start. F1 Lover gets a drive-through penalty. Good start from Nabil, as now wheel to wheel between Nabil Sik, as contact between Atimgun and Piero. Piero gets a good start. He gets ahead of Nabil Sik at the moment, looking very clean of a start. And at the moment, Toussaint looking to try and get a point, but can't do so. So Toussaint's had a pretty bad start. Bon Evil, good start from him. He's getting 2 positions from the back of the grid. There's now Toussaint looking for Pope at the moment, but Pope has Jutsikev now looking to go down the inside of turn 7 on Wiggly Star. He's going to get the move done. It's his contact, as there could be wing damage for him. He looks like he has. Those Toussaint and Jutsikev are side by side. Hi commentator, I forgot your name. Oh, Zexify. So now going around the outside is ASPR Kev, as he gets the move done on Toussaint. As at the moment we've got Tenturi looking close on Mr. Toussaint, so let's see what can he do. But F1 Lover's pitted instantly, and I'm going to see him dropping positions a lot, but very unfortunate for him, as he's going to be sent to the back of the grid. But MC Coeli leads, with Piero looking very close to MC Coeli, but Atim goes just all over Nabil. Let's see what can he do. He's going to try and look to the inside. He thinks better of it and keeps himself behind Nabil 6. So DRS is going to be close as Piero makes a mistake or just pulls out the slipstream, but at the moment MC Coeli leads this Grand Prix, as Volanik is staying P5, as Jutikev's done another position because of F1 Lover pitting, but it's only 3 seconds adrift from the grid, so not too bad, as Pope gets ahead of Wiggly Style. the exit of turn 10, so good move there. Now someone that's spun, that's Born Evil. On the hard tyres, obviously the grip is very low on his hards, and that's not working for the British driving the Alpine. Very unfortunate for him, as that's someone spinning. Atom comes out of the race. That's a big crash. That is an absolutely horror of a crash. That's where Kevin Magnussen crashed at the exit. What on earth has happened to Atom? What on earth has happened to Atom? He's got such a good chance for a podium here, as he's unfortunately out of this Canadian Grand Prix after sitting in such a good position to possibly win this race. Is out of this Grand Prix. He's crashed. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. He must have made possibly contact, because I saw a bit of changing between himself and Nabil, but I'm not sure what's happened. Nabil, maybe they've made contact, but that's a massive crash. A lot of drivers had to take avoiding action, and the car did not go. At the moment, this is such a good blessing for especially F1 lover, because the virtual safety car's out. He could try and get back into the running here, but at the moment it's looking at the moment to be a virtual safety car here. But what on earth has happened to Atom, which has sent him out of the Canadian Grand Prix? So virtual safety. Oh, it's Piero and MC Coeli get a drive through, as well as Volanik. The leaders and fourth place have got a drive through for not respecting the delta, as that is absolutely unfortunate for them. As now Nabil Sick is a provisional race leader, because they have to serve that drive through in under 3 laps, otherwise they'll be disqualified and getting the black flag. As now Pope is looking to get Volanik here. How many drive-throughs? So at the moment it's 4. Or as Volanik gets very poor X's. Now Pope is going to look to go down the inside at turn 10 here. Volanik is very brave and looks to go round the outside of turn 10. Very opportunistic try there, but Volanik gets defeated from Pope. But he still will have that DRS, and now Volanik will be very vulnerable, but he's not that close. There's really not that close to Volanik to try and think of making a move, as that is Volanik pitting, Piero's pitting as well, as so the drivers who have the drive-through has pitted, and Tuncuri, after that chaos, he's in P5. He's in P5 at the moment. That's a fantastic move. Two Saints P4. As Bon Evil's now behind Volanik. So Bon Evil at that moment at the back of the grid still. So after that spin, but two Saints Wiggly Star fighting at the moment for the podium positions. Two Saints as well as Wiggly Star has spun. I've cursed him again. Oh my. I said that he's looking good for a podium, and he's spun, and it's ended in crashes and dashes. It's ended up in absolute chaos and absolute calamity. Wiggly Star, I don't think there's any contact, as he's locked the rear there, the spun. That is very unfortunate for him. He was fighting for the podiums. I'm not sure if he has any damage, but Tuncuri's P4, he's at the moment looking to get the podium, but we've got Jutsi Kev and JB Cyril looking very close, as that's Jutsi Kev no way around the outside of turn 2 and gets the move done. Fantastic from Jutsi Kev, as he's racing with no helmet. Koimas, that's a big dive down the inside, little contact. Is anyone seeing that Jutsukev doesn't have helmets? It's free wide. It's free wide, dude. JP Surreal, what was he doing there? He nearly punted off and Tuncuri, and there's a glitch. Jamie Surreal does not have a helmet. He's just racing with no helmet. That's very, very weird. Codemasters showing how much is this 2x2, as this is very good racing. It's 3 wide nearly into the final corner. It's a 2x2 now through the final corner, as this is fantastic racing from all of the drivers. But as now that is Jamie Surreal now looking on Piero, as Piero's overtook him with DI, Star Kicker and MC Coe. There's his contact as F1 Lovers hit him. I believe that's wing damage for the British drivers. Now he's side by side with Star Kicker. Let's see what can he do now, going possibly round the outside, as he does have wing damage it seems. He's just gone bad to worse for F1 Lovers. Start pole position, having a drive-through penalty. And it's ended in absolute calamity for the British driver, but Pierre is looking for more here of the heat. But F1 Lover looks to not have any wing damage at the moment. MC Carino getting ahead to Jury, as I believe he's made a mistake, as now Star Kicker's looking for a move on Tuncuri. Down the inside goes Star Kicker, locks up as he's got the move done. F1 Lover follows Star Kicker, but Tuncuri gets great traction, is contacted again. So there's a lot of contact here and pushing and forcing drivers off the track. But F1 Lover has got a great amount of straight line speed, and that Aston Martin but Tuncuri dives into the pits. Has got done with his tyres as a Star Kicker has got a very bad exit, and F1 Lover is now back into 6th place. As Pierre is now again involved in this fight, as well as JB Spurs out side by side. Got F1 Love and Star Kicker. It's kicking off the fight. Amazing here. As now I believe as now Piero's looking to try and dive it down the inside of Star Kicker, but there's great fights. It really starts the fastest lap of a 12.7 in clean air in his own favour, and indeed, I think he had to pit for a new flat frame, so absolutely unfortunate for him. But yeah, some scary racing. Yeah, exactly. It's very scary, very, very close. But here goes Pope on Nabil. Nabil pulls out to the slipstream. So let's see now. Is it going to be a battle for the potential lead? Nabil's gets a kiss of the wall of the Wall of Champions. For now, Pope's going to have the slipstream, the DRS. And they'll go possibly around the outside of turn 1, but Nabil so keeps that defended and keeps P1 at the moment. But there's another sequence of DRS coming up for Pope at the exit of turn 7. They're approaching that very soon here, as Pope is going to try and battle Nabil sick. Here's Bonnie will get past JB Surreal, so Bonnie will making slight progress on Alex. That's the fastest lap of a 12.0, so a very good lap from him, showing the pace he has in his pocket in the Williams after a pretty decent qualifying from him. But here comes Pope possibly now into the hairpin. He's going to make a momentary dive, but he thinks better of it. Nabil actually locks up, and that's going to give Pope possibly the position. Touche is going to have a nice backseat at the movies here. Like, there's now going to be side by side. Now, well, Touche's hoping they make contact, but Pope Taves gets ahead of Nabil Sick. We now set for P2, and now the softs look like to be going a bit worse for all the drivers who are running. But at the moment, there's a spinner that's that's not Piero, that is Tuncuri's out. There's a safety car. That's a safety car deployed, and this is just a God's gift for Piero's F1 Lover and Star Kicker as well. That is very big, and that's just going to help the soft runners, because their tyres were absolutely gobsmacked, and now they can go into the pits. But all Star Kicker, F1 Lover, Piero and James Rule have gone out to the pits on the soft tyres, or not soft tyres, the hard tyres go on these drivers at the moment. So I think they will make it to the end. I got a bit of good doubt, a very low doubt, they will make it to the end. Because Chuchu is left the session after following his DNF, so I believe he's had a big crash at the exit of turn 7. But I have a good belief that maybe Jutsikev, MC Kowili, Nabosik will be more candidates. Two easy drive-throughs in this. I'm getting hello. Yes, Ted. So yeah, at the moment, both of you drivers are P6 and P5 at the moment, so must be pretty happy. So as now Toussaint gone on the hard, so was Nabil. Pope stays out. So I think Pope has made the wrong decision here. And now they say, oh, as they got an Aston Martin behind an Aston Martin safety car. This is the first time I believe we see a Aston Martin safety car in the main leagues. As we just have a nice helicopter shot of, this is just, it just looks amazing, doesn't it, everyone? An Aston Martin, it's just a good screenshot. But I believe, speaking of which, Pope has probably made the wrong decision here to stay out here. But at the moment, as Jutsikev, as anyone who's wondering, Jutsikev does not have a helmet. He's literally, you can literally see like the character face and his and the white, like, I'm not sure, I forgot what it's called, but I think the bang cloud or something like that. He's literally wearing that. You can't see the helmet. That is just very weird. As well as I believe JB Surreal has a, yes, I am correct. So there's a bug that the driver's helmet is just taken off. So not really safe there. So maybe Mr. Jutsikev might have to DNF here because he's got no helmet as well as JB Surreal. But it's not real life. So there's now safety car now bunching everybody into the pack. Now gonna get going racing very soon here in Montreal. So VSC and safety car at the moment in 12 laps. So a pretty big blow at the moment here. So whilst we're gonna be waiting for the safety car to come in, as all ASPR Jutsikev gets a collision, collides with Kowili, or MC Kowili collides with Jutsikev. They make contact, a 5-second penalty for severe collision, and that could go down as a very, very big instance there. So maybe that will get deleted. We're not really sure, but hopefully everything will be fine. Maybe that penalty will be deleted, but very unfortunate. So let's just see the championship and the constructors. For everybody who's wondering what is the actual championship. So at the moment, so the constructor standings at the moment, Aston Martin lead by 33 points from Mercedes. Ferrari and AlphaTauri equal on points, 39-39, and Alpine, Bonneville and MC Kowili close, 1 point behind AlphaTauri and Ferrari, as now Nabil Sick takes P6 as the safety car's going in this lap. As now we're going to be looking, as thank you for reminding me there, but safety car in this lap. Hello to Mason, and now Pope is starting very early, has catched out Nabil Sick, and Pope decided to stay out, so that's going to be very interesting. So Bonneville looking to go down the inside of Toussaint, as now he looks to go round the outside, but Toussaint just got the grip to manage to get the win. But Bonneville looking on Toussaint, as now they're both scrapping away here, but Pierre gets ahead of F1 Lover, and now it's a bit of a close battle for Lanik and Bonneville. Now looking, this is a very good fight between both Alpine drivers, nearly side by side there, as now MC Kowili is looking maybe for P6 here, or maybe more, but he's got to try and get past Bonneville, who's got about 10 lap older hard tyres, as Bonneville has got a big lock-up and that's gonna allow MC Coedis nearly made contact with his teammates, and they nearly, as you can just see, he had a bit of a oversteer there, and he nearly just takes his front wing with Bon Evil, so very close there. But Toussaint now losing a lot of time with battling with Volanic, because Volanic at the moment has obviously that those medium tires. This is, I thought there was contact between Jutikev and Volanic, as Jutikev is all over Volanic. DRS is now enabled, if I'm not mistaken, so now the drivers will have a bit of more ease on the DRS. Toussaint is crucial for him to have that DRS available, because then he'll be just a sitting duck here in the middle stages of this Grand Prix. So at the moment is Jutikev is weaving, so no DRS at the moment, so I was incorrect there. As he goes off the track, Jutikev, as that's gonna lose a lot of momentum for him. Yeah, we did short quality because of not off track. There's only 14 drivers, but at the moment it's looking okay for everybody. No problems at all here after the safety car restart. Volanic is now just pressurizing Toussaint so much, and now Toussaint's just 1 second behind, as they both don't have DRS. Now DRS is now enabled, so now Volanic's looking to go for Toussaint, as Volanic looks very, very close to try and get past the Cambodian driver here at Canada. So let's see, where does he plan this move? Toussaint 1 second, so now Toussaint's going to be a sitting duck. He's going to use all the ERS he has in stall on this straight. But let's see what Volanic is now. Jutsikev's going for the switchback, as he does. That's a fantastic move from Jutsikev. That is an absolutely amazing switchback. That's worked amazingly for him. MC Cody gets ahead of Bon Evil, so Bon Evil now right behind there's now both teammates at Alpine scrapping away here, so very good battle from them. But Pierre and Starkicker now side by side at the exit of turn 10. Pierre now looking to try and get P8 at the moment, but Bon Evil looking to go try and get MC Cody. Can't do quite enough as Pierre gets ahead. Wiggly still nearly makes contact with Starkicker, so Starkicker very vulnerable here on this straight now into turn 1. Wiggly still looks to go down the inside. Now sick, and Jutsikev on Toussaint. Toussaint is behind. This is, I believe, contact. Bon Evil and JB Surreal, and Bon Evil has spun. Maybe there was contact between the Alpine drivers, because Bon Evil was racing with his teammate, but I'm not sure what's happened there. Really unfortunate for him. But Jutsikev at the moment looking to get at the moment the podium. He's now about 9/10 behind Nabil. That F1 lover stopped again. F1 lover stopped again. That's very, very weird from F1 lover. He's just probably gone for new tyres, because he wants to make sure he goes at the end, makes those tyres to the end of the Grand Prix, which probably will. But for Toussaint and Volanic, now this is going to be very close. They're side by side. Volanic has to get off the track, as there was just absolutely no space for them both to race. But Volanic and Toussaint battling out here, as Volanic clearly looks like to have a bit more pace than Toussaint at the moment on those hards, but the hards will come to effect when those medium tyres start to increase in tyre wear and decrease in grip at the moment. But Volanic is just giving a lot of pressure to say hello to Mason and Ted. So at the moment, no lot of action happening here, but we got a good fight between Nabil Sick, and as well as Toussaint gets a 3-second time penalty with penalties for everyone. So Jutsikev a 5-second penalty, I believe, contact with MC Kawili. He's got 8 seconds to his race time. Toussaint, Sarkika and Bon Evil are the candidates of 3 seconds. He has, that's a massive. That's a very, very scary lockup flare from Bon Evil. So that is very, very. That's pretty nasty there. That's gonna hurt the tyres even more. Toussaint and Toussaint and Volanik are battling again. Look, Toussaint has lost so much time. They probably battle at the chicane, but Toussaint at the moment goes into P5 as Volanik gets his elbows out and goes into P4 as Jutsikev has got ahead of Nabil 6. So Jutsikev looking to fight for the win here, but he's got a 5-second penalty which he has to serve, and that's going to be a big blow. But at the moment Jutsikev now looking with DRS to try and get past Pope here as soon as possible. Pope makes a bit of a mistake, it goes a bit deep, and that's going to allow Jutsikev to get even closer to the rear of the Aston Martin of Pope. Now he looks to get just the best exit he can possibly have, and he does get a pretty nice exit, but now Pope is weaving. He's just showing that he does not want to race. As yeah, so Pope showing there he's not want to race. Doesn't want to race you hard. He wants to stay P2. Doesn't want to make any unnecessary battles. But Quickly gets ahead of Pierre and moves into 7th. Quickly still Swedish driver doing nice start kicker is gets I believe another 3-second time penalty. Yes. So that's a second penalty of track limits for his kind of race, as Jutsikev at the moment leading with his tyres, but for Pope, bravo to him. 18 laps on those medium tyres. He's going to try and extend this to the softs. He's going to try and somehow maybe extend those tyres to maybe to an area where the softs will last. So as Nabil Sig and Volanik, because Nabil Sig gets forced off, as now Toussaint and Volanik battling again. Now this is looking a very close fight. So as you can see, nice camera there from Toussaint, as it's very close space left as he squeezes him, as that's going to be a bit of contact there to make even more contact. As now this is 3 wide here, as now Toussaint gets ahead. As now this side by side between Nabil Sig and Toussaint there for a moment. It was 3 wide for a moment when it just kept saying his name. I'm not sure about that, but I know it's a league name, probably. But Pope is still behind Jutsikev on 19 lap all tyres. So that is absolutely big. But Nabil Sig defending now for all his might. He has Toussaint now is inching ahead of Nabil Sig very slowly, but Volanik looking to try and get past Nabil, but he's got DRS on Toussaint, so that's going to help. That's going to help Toussaint a lot. He didn't like it anymore. Yeah, I assume it was probably a league name of the recent league in short. But Jutsikev still getting more pressurized by Pope. But Pope just reacted to the slipstream very quickly as he's just trying to defend that race. But Pope is still in there on 20 lap tyres, which is going to be right now. He could be soon in puncture territory. Those tyres are getting really worse. He's getting more lockups as Volanik and Nabil Sig are fighting as there's contact. As Volanik has spun at the exit of turn 2. There's a big contact there and has resulted in spinning out. As now Volanik is now into P7, so not that bad, but his tyre is going to be overheated a bit because those rears will be absolutely killing, because when you spin your rear tyres just go absolutely mad, and you could spin again because of how much oversteer you'll get. But Volanik seems safe and sound at the moment in the Williams. Now he's going to look now to defend, uses defensive powers from Piero, who's about 8 tenths. That's someone spin, that's JMB's rule. Is it War? I believe that's no front wing. Possibly. Let's see now. Now he's gonna be closing in here, as yes, he does not have no front wing damage, so maybe it's just have a big, very close inch there to the wall, as now Pope finally pits for new set of tyres. He's going for the softs. Oh, that's a bit of a hold up there, as that's a glitch in the pit lane, as it's still not been patched by Cody's, by Co-Masters, as Jessica gets a 3-second time penalty. That's going to be crucial, but Toussaint has one as well. That's going to lead him to 5, that's going to add, so at the moment, Jessica has to add 5 seconds. Has to try and get 5 seconds ahead of Toussaint, so that he can try and win this Grand Prix, but Nabelsig does not have a penalty yet, so at the moment, as it stands, Jessica will be P2. So let's see what can he do yet, but Pope going very well on those mediums, but let's see what can Nabelsig do here. DRS for him, as now he's got absolute no DRS. He's not DRS, ERS. There's nearly well to 0% there, so that just shows how much DRS ERS as he's shown us. I mixed up my words there a lot, but as now Nabelsig, as Tusa goes a bit deeper there, so that's going to help Nabelsig just to get a bit closer to the Cambodian driver, but hopefully it will be clean racing from these pair of drivers here around Canada. Bonival set a fastest lap of the Grand Prix with a 1 minute 11.9, and I believe he beat the first lap by around, yeah, Vlanik at the moment holds second fastest lap, 12.0, so that's a great lap from him, but Bonival goes a bit faster. So what was that? Nabelsig is just in that detection point, as Toussaint is looking to try and get, but now Nabelsig is just so close in that DRS, so close to missing out on that DRS range, but I'm sure that Nabelsig will gain a bit of time in that because of DRS, but still Toussaint's defending from Nabelsig, who's just there for DRS, but Nabelsig is just it looks to be, as you can see, he uses ERS to save it, but Toussaint is saving his ERS, so he's saving ERS just in case if Nabelsig gets ahead of him, he can use his ERS to try and get ahead. So Toussaint looking to get, as he gets a bit of a wiggle there, and Nabelsig is even closer. Bonival gets another 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, so not going very well there for Bonival. That's going to be 9 seconds added to his race time, but Pope is going to be looking very quick on those soft tires. That's purple middle sector, so he looks to go even faster on those fresh soft tires. So let's see what can the British driver do. He has 2 seconds adrift from Piero, and then he's got has now quickly start pits for new tyres. Jotikev is not going to make, I believe, the race to basically make that those tyres last, but 11.5. So I believe gobsmacks of fast lap time for Bonival, about 4/10. So that's a very good lap from Pope, as now he's gaining about 4/10 at the moment. So he's just got so much grip. You could just see physically is now Saka gets another 3-second time penalty. He's just running above calm race for him at the moment. So let's see what he counter any more problems, but he's got his teammate Vlanik about 4 seconds adrift on his 15-lap old hard tyres. So let's see. So obviously because Pope 20 laps he put he lasted his tyres, that could mean that Toussaint, Nabelsig and MC Kawili, Piero and Star Kicker will carry that as a JMB Surreal spins at the exit of turn 7. That's a very unlucky there from JMB Surreal, who's now at the back of the grid. But at the moment, so yeah, just resuming about what I said earlier just now. So if Mr. Pope, as you look, he's right behind Piero. Piero's just defending here for all his might. He's just rock as Piero leaves in a space. As now Pope is just looking, so I can force it. Piero goes a bit deep. He goes round the outside. That's a great move, and that sealed him P5. And now he's got 7 seconds to MC Kawili. He's gonna try and make it up, so that could just seal him P5. But MC Cody's got penalties, so maybe he might get P4 here at best. But Nabil 6 still in that DRS, not much happening between them. They're just using that ERS and using all of it. But Billy Toussaint just got a warning there because he cut that track pretty a lot. So let's just have a quick look with Nabil 6 how much tire warnings, and he's only had 1 warning this race. As Toussaint at the moment has 1 penalty and 1 warning, so at the moment he gets 2 more warnings. He is gonna end up with another 3 seconds added to his race time. But yeah, Rob Pope is on the charge exactly. He's getting 1.1 seconds on MC Cody. If gets ahead of Star Kicker, I believe he's made a mistake. So Star Kicker now look at Wiggly Stout right behind Star Kicker here. So now Wiggly Stout with the DRS, he's gonna come to get past here into turn before turn 7, as he does get the move done. And that's now Bonivo has to make contact, as now Bonivo's getting past. That's 3 positions lost in the space of 3 in the space of about 3 or 4 corners, but that's a bit of very mild contact there. Bonivo goes a bit deep, but still is ahead of Star Kicker, who's now into P10. So a lot of positions lost, and Pope is gaining a lot, so he could be on for a podium maybe. Now here goes Mr. Bonivo, and now on Wiggly Star. Let's see what can Bonivo do now. Down the inside he goes. There's a bit of contact there between them. Nearly Bonivo spins. Very close racing there, but Wiggly Star somehow is ahead at the moment. But Wiggly Star just has that grip compared to Bonivo on the medium tyres, and looks to get ahead. But Jessica still on those mediums, about holding the same gap as Toussaint, and Nabil 6 are still battling. So Nabil 6 just giving a lot of pressure at the moment. Oh, as Piero gets a bit of a hit on the wall. That's a bit of a big hit there. Could possibly be damage, but I kind of doubt it, because yeah, pretty much as Piero does not go into the pits, but he might deal with some understeer maybe. But his close competitor is as a Bonivo and Wiggly Star battle. Is Wiggly Star nearly is forced on the dwarf champions, as Bonivo lets Wiggly Star pass respectively. But at the moment, Bonivo is now behind Wiggly Style, who is now still defending from Bonivo. So let's see how this pan out here in the next maybe 6 laps. But Wiggly Style just got a lot of grip. He's about 7 tenths clear now of Bonivo, who's just a bit behind now of Wiggly Style compared to last lap, which he was very close. We'll see with that very close racing there. Maybe Wiggly Star may have made a bit of contact with the wall there, so we're pretty close there. But Nabil 6 still pretty much the same gap there. Toussaint dealing with this pressure very nicely. So well done Toussaint for handling that pressure, but it's going a bit cloudy but there's no scheduled rain, I believe, to the end race. But Bonneville now looking to go for as he gets ahead of Wiggly Style. So Wiggly Style into P9, Bonneville P8, but Wiggly Style doesn't have any penalties, but Bonneville has. So that means Wiggly Style at the moment is probably provisional P8 as Bonneville goes a bit deep. And again goes deep. Wiggly Style looks to have a chance, but stays behind Bonneville and doesn't look to think about a move here at the moment, but he's still going to be that dirty air, just showing how treacherous at times the dirty air can be here. So at the moment it's just a bit of a battle between Wiggly Style, Bonneville and Nablesick and Toussaint, but Nablesick and Toussaint, they're just pretty much of that region of 5 to 8 tenths of pretty much of that region. They're both just using the ERs continuously at this back straight. As now Nablesick is much closer to Toussaint, but Toussaint's just got to always gets a fantastic exit, and as Toussaint doesn't get a pretty good Toussaint always gets a good exit, but Nablesick does not get a very well. Kev's medium's lost. That's a big question. I'm not sure, but he's losing time. But now he won't finish first because obviously for that 3 seconds, unless Toussaint gets another one, as he has not. So at the moment Toussaint needs 2 more warnings to get 3 seconds. Nabil needs 2 more as well to get 3 seconds. But that's a big question. Will those tyres last? Or maybe the tyres will deteriorate very quickly and they lead into a puncture for the Haas driver. And look at Pope, so he's been pretty quiet now, but he's now about 1.2 seconds behind MC Kawili, so that means then Pope is gonna look to try and get past MC Kawili here at the closest stages of this Canadian Grand Prix. Volanic's closed up to Piero here with his 20-lap old tyres, but I believe he has a damage or some very mild damage because the gap was around 3-4 seconds, but now it's about 5 tenths and the region of DRS. As now Piero stays safe at the moment for the final corner, but just looking at the end there, yeah, he must have damage, but he's not pitting, and as now Volanic looks to go down the inside of Piero. As now let's see, as there's no contact at the moment between them, but very fine racing between Piero and Volanic tucks in behind Piero, the Frenchman, and the Frenchman is just ahead. But yeah, he's definitely got front wing damage. He's got a lot of understeer through turn 3 and 4, and Piero's just, I mean, Volanic's all over the place. Piero goes a bit deep, as now Volanik will have that cutback. Now with DRS, he's going to get ahead of Mr. Piero. And Piero down to P7 with Bonneville about 2 seconds close, but Piero does not have any warnings. As now it's getting a bit cloudy, so maybe somehow maybe some rain maybe, but I think there was not going to be any rain at the end, unless if I read it wrong. But Judzikev's still leading, but now though the hards are going to come into advantage. The tyres of Judzikev are just absolutely gone now. As Toussaint's going to get a lot of time, as the Nablesick close now to Toussaint. Nablesick has picked up the pace here in the final stage, so now both of them are going to give everything at Toussaint, as it's been around 15 laps of this pressure from Nablesick on Toussaint, and Toussaint's been dealing with this fantastically, as we're just waiting for Nablesick to maybe make a move. Wiggly's down looking Bonneville very soon, as Piero's still in that DRS zone of Volanic, so Piero still has some grip and speed on those 23 lap old hard tyres, as it's very as it's I thought Piero had a puncture because it looked like, because I saw some air come out of the left front tyre, but no puncture for the Frenchman. Oh, Nablesick on Toussaint, nearly look for the move. Toussaint now, as Toussaint's close now onto Judzikev, so those tyres are going to cliff now. They're after going to the cliff. Nablesick is looking for the move. and I think his tyres have absolutely gone off. Yeah, just looking, he's just gonna have so much chance. 23 laps. He will get as the start kick, I guess, a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, but now it's gonna be a three-way fight for the win. But Jessica will defend this on track, but Toussaint gets a lifeline for us. Toussaint will probably win this race, his first race of the season, and that will be an absolute amazing one. But I forgot, Nabilsik does not have any penalties unless he gets one. As Pope, yes, Pope is closing in fast this pack, so maybe there will be, as Pierre gets a 3-second time penalty, which he could have gone to P6 guaranteed, but unfortunately he hasn't made it. He hasn't got, as he's got a penalty unfortunately for him, so that means he's going to probably be P7 as well. I've got more penalties, time penalties, but Pierre's got 6. I thought he didn't have one, so acting blind then. But Pierre, Bonivo, that's a switchback of dreams there. What a move from Bonivo. Final lap of this Grand Prix, and Bonivo making the moves here in Canada. That's a fantastic move, switchback. I don't really see switchbacks any lap, but that was a good one. But Pope not closing in very fast. Those tires look to be going down a bit, but Toussaint on now Jutsikev, as now Jutsikev's going to try and defend this on track here, as Toussaint now using all his URS at the moment, as now through the hairpin. Look how close Toussaint is on Jutsikev. Now DRS will be on Toussaint and Nabilsik, so can Toussaint maybe get the win on track? But through the final corners now we go. Toussaint looks to go to only inside his contact between them, but now it's gonna be Jutsikev taking the win, taking on the line, but Mr. Nabilsik wins this Grand Prix, a very crazy one. Pope gets P2, and Toussaint gets P3, Jutsikev P4, and those tyres, look at them, they are absolutely done. Willie Style P5, Memsico Willie P6, P7 Volanik, Piero Bonivo, F1 Lover, Star Kicker, and Jamie will round out the grid, as that was a great race, but unfortunately Jutsikev, after a great run, unfortunately he is finished fourth. Jutsikev, can I ask what was the tyre wear of the mediums? Okay, tyres are dead. How much tyre wear percent? I'm actually really curious. It must be like 80 or something like that, or 70. They must be in punch. 78. Not that bad, but Jutsikev gets driver of the day after a bit of a poor qualifying, but after he probably is at the moment third, but maybe he'll get that 5-second penalty removed, which will put him to first. But it will be Nabilsik picking up the win here, and here are the results again, as now we're going to be closing now very soon, this stream very soon. So Nabilsik takes the win with not the fastest lap, unfortunately, 2 seconds adrift ahead of the Pope. Toussaint P3, Jutsikev P4 after great tyre management, Wiggly Star P5, MC Quilly P6, Olanik P7, Piero P8, Bornevo P9, F1 Lava P10 from pole position. That's not a great result for the British, Ghana driver. Very unfortunate for him. Star Kick at 11th, JP Cyril P12, Tunturi P13, and P14. Both of them have DNFs, and I'm kind of curious what has happened with Atzengrun. But congratulations to Nabil, who wins this race very comfortably. Yeah, so very good race there, but I believe that is going to conclude it. So hopefully everyone has a great evening. Hopefully everyone has a great weekend, and that. As now to join tomorrow in Nazi for the GT Sports, as well as for Saturday for Group B, and on Sunday the Weekend League returns for Season 8 here, first round around China in Shanghai, as we're going to be starting there for the first thread of the Weekend League. 12 rounds, remember, not 10, because pre-season has been removed, so that means 12 races off the bat. But thank you, Mason, for great commentary. Thank you very much. GG everybody. Have a great evening, everyone, and we'll see you very soon here, hopefully, and obviously it'll be a great one. Thank you.